Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, Saint Discussions on Strike 7 Sports. And today I just want to talk about real quick the the whole you know news surrounding the New Orleans Saints and the possibility of them getting a quarterback in this year's NFL draft. Now, we already know about the news that went down on Monday when the Saints moved up in the NFL draft from 18 to getting pick number 16 and also taking pick number 19 that was obtained from the Philadelphia Eagles. So recently, the chatter has been, well, a few days ago, the chatter has been that the Saints could possibly move up again in the draft or stay put where they are to select a quarterback in this year's NFL draft. Now, the two biggest names in the draft right now when it comes to the quarterback position is Kenny Pickett right here and Malik Willis out of Liberty University. Malik Willis spent some time at the University of Auburn in the SEC, but transferred to Liberty University. Kenny Pickett was, I think, a 4-year starter at Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken. Put up some big numbers last year and the year prior to that. Um, Out of the two, I just want to ask y'all, if it came down to it, if it came down to, if it's saying, but these quarterbacks don't get taken um, within the top 10 of the draft, and those teams that we thought were going to get quarterbacks going a different direction because those teams also need offensive tackles as well. And that's like 3 or 4 of them that could go in there within the top 10. So what if um, these teams? What if if Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis are there at 16? Which quarterback do you think the Saints would take? Now, as far as I see it, I am Team Jameis. I want to see Jameis Winston strive in his offense. I really do. But if one of these guys are available, I think you have to take one of them. I think I really do. So I'm not opposed to the Saints taking a quarterback in this year's draft. I really not. But I would go with Kenny Pickett. I think he is the most out of the two right now. He's the more NFL ready quarterback based on what I've read, what I've seen out of both quarterbacks, both scouting reports, and the draft guides. I think Kenny Pickett is the guy that will be perfectly suited to run Sean Payton's offense. Yeah, well, Pete Carmichael's offense now. West Coast offense quarterback. Malik Willis could sit out a year. It might be taking him a year to learn to get a grasp of what's going on. But the probably could say the same thing about Kenny Pickett as well. One of the things I read on Pickett, his weaknesses is that he likes to take chances. He likes to take chances down the field, and that could be dangerous, and that could be a good thing, positive and a negative. Malik Willis, just saying. Um, but I think he is the one of the best deep balls in the draft for a quarterback. Now, me personally, I don't think the Saints are going to move up in the draft to take a quarterback again. I hope they don't. And if they do move up, I hope it's for a tackle. It's one of the offensive tackle. But if they decide to stay put, and these guys are there at 2, or at 16, I think they should take a quarterback. I think they should take Kenny Pickett. Now, my concern is with these guys, these two quarterbacks, are what's the expectation going to next season? What's the intent? What's the goal? Okay, because what kind of message are you sending to your team? Um, you got guys I think with this defense is in the prime years right now of their careers. A lot of those guys. The defense probably has 2 years, another 2 years of being really good. Now, this going to become a throwaway year? Are we gonna still the Saints still gonna try to go for it with Jameis Winston on the center? Are they gonna treat it like the San Francisco 49ers did when they had Kenny Pickett? Not Kenny Pickett. They drafted Trey Lance, but Jimmy Garoppolo was the starter, and the team did well. Jimmy handled it. It was act like a grown up about it. Handled it well. Knew the writing was on the wall, and he still might be a starter going into the next season. That might be the case with Jameis Winston. You know, if the Saints hit a rough patch with Jameis Winston during the regular season, are you gonna pull him for? If the playoffs are not out of reach, are you gonna pull him for Kenny Pickett? That's my question. What's the expectation for the team? Are you still trying to be a championship team going into the season? Are you just trying to figure out let's just sit back, just see what happens? You know, you're just not gonna make any moves. You're just gonna roll with the roster you have. Because the defense, because once you decide to go with one of these quarterbacks, what about the defense? What about the guys on the defense? Because you gotta pay his CJ Gardner Johnson. He's gonna be due for a contract. Davenport's gonna be due for a contract. Um, excuse me, Cam Jordan. He's gonna be a year older. Demar Davis is gonna be a year older. So you have to replace those guys on defense. You still got P.J. Williams signing on a 1 year deal. You got Paulson Adebo, the young guy, rookie, going to his second season. Pete Warner going to his second season, linebacker. Payne Turner, who we really didn't get to see a whole lot of. We got Tanoa, I call him K-Pads, the guy we got from Kansas City. He'd be a second year in his defense. Still, rather young, pretty younger. It's just a lot of things, a lot of questions things I want to know. Like, what does that change the expectation for this football team? You still trying to be a playoff team with Winston? Or are you gonna try to, even though you got Kenny Pickett on the roster or Malik Willis, are you still trying to commit resources for this team to be better to win in 2022? Because another year of missing the playoffs. If you miss the playoffs again, it'll be another year with this defense. Another year that they get older. We already seen Malcolm Jenkins retire. You got to find somebody that can fill that role. Breeze retired. Peyton's gone. What's the standard for that? But what's the goal? Not standard, but what's the goal going into the season with these quarterbacks? If you have one of these quarterbacks behind Jameis Winston, what is the intent? Are you just making it as a throwaway year, or a playoff team? You still believe it's a playoff team, or you just gonna roll with what you have? Not bring any receivers in. Wait till training camp to bring a receiver in and see what you got. A veteran receiver to go along with that offense. But I highly doubt it that the Saints are going to go in this entire draft and not address wide receiver. I highly doubt it. I hope they do it in the third round of the draft. The third or second round of the draft. Because I think after rounds one through 3, I think the quality of receiver starts to go down. So I don't think if you get one of these quarterbacks, the next pick need to be a wide receiver if possible. Wide receiver, or tackle, or another an offensive tackle that you believe will help this team out. So we'll see, but don't my suggestion to anybody listening to this video is that if you're a Saints fan, don't, you know, look too deep into these reports that are coming out, because and take it with a grain of salt, because all they are right now is reports, man. There's nothing official right now. Nothing is official. Nothing set in stone. The Saints may stay put at they may stay put at 16-19. They may not get a quarterback. You know, I think I'm leaning towards them not getting a quarterback with these picks, but I won't be surprised if they do, and I won't be upset if they do either. You know, because with Jameis Winston coming off that injury, you still don't know what you have in him. So we'll see. And this ain't like I said, I'm all for Jameis Winston. I'm all for him to get better with his offense. And I hope that even if you do decide to draft a QB, you still have expectations of being a playoff team, being a team that could contend. Because the NFC is going to be a weak division, a weak conference this year, but it's not going to be like that, going forward. I expect those teams to get better, so we'll find out. All right, so that's all I have for y'all for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. If it came down to it, I'll ask you the question. If it came down to it, who would you prefer the Saints take? Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis if they were available at 16? Also, in the description box below, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for the edge content on New Orleans Saints organization. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.